As everyone arrived at the Donahue's house, Connor, our host, was asleep on the couch.
Slobber nuggets.
Wake up, you goon.
Our novelist said.
As you cannot tell, this is a couch, not a bed.
I'm deeply sorry.
Our host apologized. As you see, our host is lazy and not wise. But if there was something our host was not lacking, it would be his good looks and his great taste in fashion. As a wedding planner, his ethics were quite poor, but he was never without exquisite decor.
Dan is the name. Don't wear it out. Sit right there and I'll tell you what he's about. Writing books is the coolest activity in the world. He once wrote a novel named The Journey of Earl. A very intelligent man he is. In school and at work, he's a superb whiz. Dan is indeed the man. He can do anything he thinks he can. Easygoing is his lifestyle. Criminally, he has no file. Even though he's fresh as can be, his vice is that he's overly clumsy. Typos here and there, he still works it out. The next novel will make bestsellers pout. One time, one of his novels was on Oprah's book club list. He appeared on her show and bumped her fist. Dan loves working out in between work and school. His grammar's as strong as his muscles, which is cool.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Excited as can be for Connor's marvelous feast. Taming the kill. Soon Jim will cook the beast. Rest assured, Jim is a fine cook. By the way, he loves Dan's last book. Even though he's clumsy and not always right, he brings fire to his novels. Watch him ignite.
He had a successful life before he dropped out of high school. Now he sits here in a puddle of his own drool. He's very attractive, even though shabby. He misses his dear old friend, Abby.
He lives off nothing, day to day. In the street is where he lays. Old garbage is what he eats, and he has nothing to wear on his feet. He thinks his name's Nick. He's not sure. It's been a while since he heard his cat purr.
People stare at him as they go by. He doesn't want to be creepy and look them in the eye.
His favorite holiday is Groundhog's Day. It brings him joy when Phil says hey. Hey! If he sees his shadow, 6 more weeks of cold weather, that tells him he needs to keep his leather. He hopes he doesn't see his shadow, therefore he can get rid of all his chubby winter form. His dear friend Connor called him over for a feast. He can't wait to eat this luscious beast. Chef Jim is a fantastic cook. He keeps all their pots in his nook. He gets most of his customers in May. The only exception is Groundhog's Day. He's never cooked a human before, but he'll make sure this one is cooked to its core. Jim may be slightly fat, but you'll never see him without his favorite hat. There's only one problem. Jim is dumb, but it evens out because Nick is a bum. Sometimes he becomes unstable when he's cooking stew and drops his ladle. The rarest thing he cooked is dog. And he mixes it with his favorite eggnog. Even though he isn't bright in the head, every customer is satisfied with what they're fed.
Wow.
No.
He wears all white and serves his customers with pleasure.
Thank you.
The place where he works earns him a hefty amount of treasure.
The table was set in an orderly manner, accented with lots of colored napkins and banners. As he got up from his makeshift couch bed where he laid still, he showed his new guests to their spots on the table. The guests settled down and soon took their seats as they awaited in hunger this enormous feast. Everyone sat down and waited looming as Connor brought out the main course, a human.
Outrage!
They declared.
We expected some turkey.
The host said, "Calm down now before you hurt me. I bathed her, I assure you that she is quite clean, and in some countries, human is considered a cuisine. This human is the tastiest I have ever seen, and to top it all off, she is served with beans." They all shrugged it off and muttered,
Deal.
and once again took their seats to enjoy the meal.